Happy Friday to all of you. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with the Shark. I can't believe it's already Friday. And what an amazing Friday it is. We have warm weather in San Diego. Thank God we are all healthy. We are almost at the end, I hope, of this little minuscule situation that we have been in. It's unbelievable how for the last, 6-7 weeks, we have noticed that how much can we focus in one thing and forget about all other things. But here I think that we have focused so much on trying to grow, trying to move ahead, actually get over the curve of the average businesses. And we have actually forgotten about the small little incident that the world's going through. And I want you to do that. I want you to focus on something else, that it's not this chingadera that we're going through. And I actually missed Disneyland. I'm like, I just want to drive from San Diego up to Anaheim and drive around Disneyland and come back. Disneyland to us, it's like escape from reality to relax and purge our brains. Because there you can be kid again. You can forget about all the mundane things of a day-to-day operation of a business and relax. Actually relax. One of my favorite rides at Disney is the Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean because it actually transports me back to my childhood. Whoever has been to the Pirates of the Caribbean, you can actually smell the chlorine on the water, but that's a very peculiar and particular smell, scents. What I enjoy about the Pirates of the Caribbean, it's all the scenes that transport you to actually that era. But one thing that you need to realize is, or one scene, it's where you see the pirates holding the blueprint. Holding a blueprint, but they're dead. It's just a skeleton. That tells us that they died trying to find a treasure. At least that's the story. At least that's what they are trying to tell us. That they died trying to do something. They died in trying to do something again. The intention. They were holding a map to find the gold. To find maybe, I don't know, another world, another country, whatever it is that they were trying to find or look for. They had a map. For the next 5 weeks, every Friday, we're going to tackle business mastery. What is business mastery? Well, what you need to do is you need to know how to excel in your business. But before you do that, you need to know what are you doing. You need to set goals. You need to set a roadmap, which is the blueprint, which is the map, on how to get there. There's 5 questions, and we're going to tackle each Friday one of them. Today, we're going to tackle a very interesting question. What business are you really in? Interesting. Have you ever asked yourself, what business are you really in? And let me tell you one thing. The answer is not the obvious answer. Like us, an accounting firm. Oh, you are in the business of doing books and taxes. No, we're not. We're not in that business. A restaurant. A restaurant is not in the business of feeding people. That's very obvious. Okay? Let me give you an example. A repairing air conditioning company, it's actually not in the repairing air conditioning business or industry. Okay? They are in the business of making comfortable environments. Let's think about this. What is the outcome of the business enterprise? The outcome of the business enterprise of a repairing air conditioning, it's actually to make you comfortable in your environment. They're actually in the business of making you comfortable. They're not in the business of repairing air conditioning. They're in the business of making you comfortable. So if they realize that they're in the business of making you comfortable, they are actually going to know how to market or how to target you to acquire their services. So to create a sustainable system to allow you to increase the quality of life, the lives of those around you, that's what you need to understand. You need to understand what business are you really in. Okay? So the outcome of the business, what's the outcome? Okay, so the question is, what business are you really in? Has 2 sub-questions or 3 sub-questions or 4 sub-questions. The first one is the outcome of the business. Okay, so we just said it. Okay, it's how you're going to make them feel. The second is, what's the purpose of the enterprise? Okay, the purpose. You must see your client in a totally unique and special way to give them what they really want and need. That said, you need to put yourself in the shoes of your clients. Okay? Number 3, what makes the business grow? Okay? Yeah, the repair industry of the air conditioning, it's not repairing more freaking air conditionings. So what makes the business grow? Consistently adding value that anyone and more value than anybody else in the market. Okay? There's a company here in San Diego that repairs air conditioning, and they use Whitegloves. They call it a white glove air conditioning repair service, meaning that you would imagine that a air conditioning repairing company will come in and make a mess. Well, in order for them to be outstanding and have added value, they do a white glove, meaning that they put shoe protectors and actually white gloves to repair your air conditioning so they don't stain the walls or the attic or whatever it is. So added value. What makes the business grow? What makes the business strive? What makes your business outstand from the others? Okay? Another one, the fourth question is, what is the difference between a job and a business? Last week we were on a call talking about the 2 checking accounts so you can come up with a very quick profit and loss. And people were like, well, but I need to take money. I need to take money. I need to take money. Well, you're self-employed. You just have a gig. You don't have a business. Okay? You need to realize that it's either a job or a business. Okay? If you want to pull every single freaking cent out of your banking account to survive, then you have a gig. You don't have a business. Okay? You should have a profitable and wealthy business, not a wealthy entrepreneur, gig, job owner. Okay? So what's the difference between a job and a business? If the business is organized to meet your needs and you need to work in the business to keep it going, you ultimately have a job. Meaning, if you cannot drop everything you're doing and go for a week to Walt Disney World or Shanghai Disney or Paris, Disney Paris, and your business does not continue generating revenue, you have a job. Okay? If everything needs to be resolved by you, even though you have a team, you have a job. Okay? So beware. If your business does not have systems, you have a job. Whew, that's a tough one for a Friday. Once you know these things, then you know to ask these questions to get started on your business journey. What is the gap between where I am now and where I want to go? What does the business need to grow? And what business do you need to be in to have an extremely competitive advantage? These questions, we're going to actually post them in this live. We're going to do we actually have a small white paper that you can actually download so you can go through the exercise. It's going to be 5 white papers that we're going to associate to each Friday, because you actually need to work on them. And the last one is very interesting. Competitive advantage. Okay, every restaurant is not the same. Yes, common sense dictates that every restaurant feeds you. But not every restaurant is the same. And not because they serve different cuisines. No. It's because each of them are unique. But some restaurants have the upper hand than the others. And I don't mean about, they have cheaper, they can get least expensive items for their menu, then therefore they can discount their menus. I'm not talking about that, okay? They actually understand the business. So you need to be ahead of the game in your industry. You need to be one step ahead of your competition, okay? You don't need to copy your competition, because then you don't have any competitive advantage, okay? Then you're not adding value. What's the difference? And this is a question that I ask my clients and everybody that we consult for. Is like, what's the difference between you and your competition? For instance, a cleaning company. That we utilize organic products. Bullshit. That's not the differentiator between your competition and you. You need to really know your market. You really need to know your clients. You need to really know what business you're in so you can actually have the upper hand in the industry. Okay? Organic products for cleaning or disinfecting my office it's not going to grant you the contract. Having the owner come and clean my office, it's not going to grant you the contract. First of all, because I'm gonna know that if the owner dies, the owner gets sick, my office is not gonna get clean. Okay? So, please, you need to know your business. What business am I in with? So I'm going to finish with this today. I'm going to invite you first to join or sign up for our YouTube channel, our Facebook, because there you're going to be able to find these white papers. And I'm going to end up today's live Lunch with a Shark with a quote. A quote from Steve Jobs. If you really look closely, okay, most overnight success took a long time. If you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. Just think about that. You have the weekend to think about it. It is true. There's no magic pill. There's no magic potion. There's no little ball where I'm going to find the magic formula to become successful from one day to the other. It takes a long time to become successful. And if you think that if you just open your restaurant and you want to be as packed as a restaurant down the street and you're not, you're doing something wrong. Think about it. See you next Monday. Enjoy your weekend, relax, and see you later.